Christmas. So there's the camera. There you go. Right. Welcome to this Way of Fire YouTube video. It's Christmas time.
It is.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas indeed.
Yeah. So we are doing our festive Vanguard game.
That's
How
right.
about that?
Yeah.
We thought we'd do something a little bit different. We've got our little tops of jumpers on and stuff. Doesn't own a Christmas jumper.
No, I'm old and Scrooge-like.
Yeah, Ebenezer.
Yeah.
But we are going to be playing some Christmas Vanguard. 200 points. Kev, what are you bringing?
Well, it's Christmas, so I've given the elves a day off from wrapping presents.
Yes. This stuff writes itself, doesn't it?
It does.
And I will be bringing a child's worst nightmare. The little boy who Santa Claus forgot. He only asked for some soldiers and a drum. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll be bringing some Nightstalkers, masquerading as something else. They are, well, we'll call them proxies, but they're good proxies, aren't they? Good proxies.
Well, apart from the bases.
Well, going to do what you can do. Yeah. Right, so yeah, and we are going to be playing sort of Steal the Dragon's Egg, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a festive egg. A Fabergé egg.
Fabergé egg. The big present.
Yeah. I'm getting one for your one.
I only if I win.
Yeah. The Kinder egg, that's what I'm getting. So we will be playing Dragon's Egg. I've not played that one, but you've played it once before.
I have played it once before.
Okay, so we are a slightly festive theme to it, and hopefully we'll have some, festive frolics.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Right, let's have a little look at the factions. So this is my festive proxied Nightstalkers Warband. So am I going to remember all of these models? Probably not. We'll try. So to lead them, I have my Banshee. This is Santa Claus. Yes, there he is, all his toys. He is being a Banshee, so he brings a blue command dice. I then have a Butcher Flesh Ripper, which is this snowman with the twig arms. So he brings a white dice as well. The other two evil snowmen are going to be Reapers. If I remember rightly, these snowman models are from Cobblestone Castings. And then on the front here I've got 4 Scarecrows. These are the more sort of animated toys models. And then the ones at the back, the more humanoid-y ones, are going to be my Spectres. And that is exactly 200 points. So a fair bit of command, but no inspiring, which is a problem in the Nightstalkers. But their nerves are very good.
So on the right we've got my Elven Prince. I've played 2 games with him so far, and he's very young and impetuous. Tends to throw himself into combat and then get very tired and need to lie down very quickly. Leaving me lamenting the loss of his blue dice. And now I also need that blue dice because the Elves special ability costs 3 power. We've then got a Guardian Shambler to look after him, hopefully.
So this is a Loka model, isn't it?
The Loka King, and then the Loka Queen is my Elf Mage, or a Dryad Mage. Next to her is one of the famous Elven Sea Guard. He's a very talented chap. He can,
the one with a bow and a spear, is it?
He can run across the battle with a bow and a spear and a shield and a quiver of arrows, and he never drops anything. Then
you can tell where he's been by the arrows lying behind him.
I've then got 2 Kindred Archers and 2 Kindred Tall Spears, and that's 197 points of Elves. And then to make it up to 200, I've given my Prince a longbow.
Very elfy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the table we're playing over. You can see it's a nice festive theme.
Snowy.
Yeah. There's a little brazier where Santa's elves have been setting up stuff ready to load up his sleigh. That's Santa and Mrs. Santa's house over the back there. And there's our egg lying there in the middle of a frozen lake. Must be an ice dragon.
I think so.
Yeah. We have my Nightstalkers here. I've left the dice on to show where I deployed them. I don't know why I did that. Basically, we've got a little bunch of scarecrows here, and then either side of them we've got 2 spectres, and then we've got the flesh ripper there with the stick arms, and then 2 reapers, the other snowmen, and the banshee, i.e. Santa, there, who's the only model who can fly, so he may well be doing a more rapid attack. Over here we've got Kev, who seems to have gone native, that they're all huddling together for woody warmness.
Yeah, it's almost as if there's some kind of dwarf tactics going on.
Yes, you got a special mood thing, have you, by any chance? No. What is your special rule anyway?
Preternatural, which gives every elf model in the list dodge and parry.
That doesn't sound good. Don't like that.
Well, it's 3 power though.
So it should be. Elves, who would, eh? Right, okay, let's see how round 1 goes. So, what power have we got? I've got 3 red base, a blue and a white. I have 2 command models, which is quite handy, so I'm going to re-roll that one and the blue one, because it can't get worse than a 1. Oh, well, I can get exactly the same as I started with, so that's 5 for me. Kev, what do you have?
I have 3 base, a red from the mage and a blue from the prince.
Oh, pretty good, 7.
And I'll just...
7. I won the initiative, so I flew my banshee over there. Kev has then moved up his forest shambler, and then I have moved up as a run one of my spectres, who is now going to clear shot onto the forest shambler as a fatigue action. So that will give me 3 dice because it's a clear shot, hitting on 5s. Just the 1, but it is piercing 1.
So his armour's 3, so I need 4s.
Ooh, that's a good start. Alright. Kev has charged up his prince, who's going to take a clear shot onto my spectre. How many dice does he get, Kev?
2 shooting.
Just 2?
4s.
Yeah. 4s though.
And then 1 for the clear shot.
2 at the minute.
Reroll the 8.
3. Right. I quite like to keep this spectre. I'm going to throw a power at that. So I am armour 6. That's not the best. Save 2. So took 1. So he has 2 wounds. So he is only wounded. That's not too bad. I'm going to move up the other spectre. Exactly the same. I'm just going to show you the sort of person I play against. This is what Kevin does. Just to stop a clear shot. Look what he's done with that base there. Look at that.
It's an accident.
An accident. Honestly. Anyway. I am going to make a clear shot against the forest shambler again. 5s, 3 dice. Oh. 3 at the minute with an 8, of course. 4. Piercing 1, so it was 4s, wasn't it? So 3s normally, the 4s. Throw a power, so 5 dice, 7 and 4s. He gets all of them. Bit more elfy movement up there. Fatigue to go as far as that. And then I moved up a scarecrow, this teddy bear scarecrow. And then Kev is now moved up with this elf and fatiguing to shoot with his bow at... Which one are you going for?
Scarecrow.
My scarecrow. My teddy bear. Don't
I think so.
Teddy bear. So it's a clear shot, of course, so 3 dice. Oh, that'll be hits. With an 8. 4 hits, sorry.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's like a Boney M song or something going on. My armour is just 6. I'm expecting this little guy to die, so unless I get very lucky... No, he's gone. I've just moved up another scarecrow to replace that one. And then Kev's moved up his elf mage, and he's going to cast heal onto the... Shambler. So forest shambler, sorry, forget that.
So I need 6s.
Doesn't get it. Kev just moved another archer up there, elf spearman up there, and fatigued him to move a bit further. I've loaded up on the scarecrows here, and then Kev has moved his sea guard, the one with the spear and the bow, here, and he's going to shoot at my little froggy scarecrow. We've been forgetting stealthy on my spectres and my scarecrows, because I've not used these before, so we're going to remember it this time, and it's not a clear shot. So 2 dice, hitting on 5s normally, up to 6s. Why are you rolling 3 dice? Did you put power in?
Is it not a clear shot?
Oh, it was a clear shot. Sorry, yes, we were talking about that one. So, yep.
Reroll the 8. 1 hit.
Okie doke. And I'm going to throw a power at this. I'm going to throw a power. So saving on 6s. Yeah, he gets it. I have moved this Spectre, run them all along there, and then I am going to shoot as a fatigue action into the rear of that elf. Didn't see that coming, did he? So I'm actually going to throw an extra dice into that as well, with a power to give me 4 dice. So clear shot, 2 base, clear shot for 3, and an extra power for 4. Just trying to make sure I can kill this elf. And obviously in the rear, he'll lose 1 for his armour as well. So hitting on 5s. Oh, you're kidding. People who say about my dice, just take a moment to witness this. Yeah, exactly. I failed so badly to do anything to that elf that he's now realised there's someone there and he's moved and he's going to shoot back onto mine. It's a clear shot, so 3 dice, hitting on 5s, is it? Normally?
Hitting on 4s.
4s, but it'll be 5s for my stealthy. Oh dear, 3 at the minute. 4 at the minute. 4. This could very much be a very poorly Spectre. Armour is 6. 1. 2. Just 2. So he takes 2 wounds. He takes down to 0 wounds. But he has a nerve of 3+. Come on. Come on. Yes! So he's down but not out. I have moved up another Spectre who's gone to there. I can't quite get a clear shot because of the corner of that wood, but I can just about see the base, I think. Certainly can. I could have moved a bit more this way, so I certainly can there. So we'll get 2 dice range hitting on 5s. Oh well. At the end of round 1, just a bit of clearing of fatigue. I took fatigue off these 2 models here, and Kev took it off all of his archer ones in the centre. Kev will get to go first at the start of round 2. So, let's see what the power does for that. So, Kev, what have you got? Oh, not so much 4, but you have a command model, don't you? Got an elf, haven't you?
Yep.
Elf Prince, is it the only one?
Oh.
No, 4. Good choice though to go for the blue, because you'll never get a blank on the blue dice. I will I also go... No, I'm going to go for the red. In fact, I've got 2 command models.
Yes, you
So I'm going to re-roll 1 red and a blue. So I've got 1 more. So 2, 4, 6 power for me. So Kev, what have you done first thing in this round?
So I've used the elf special ability, which is preternatural.
That's the word.
That's the word, I think. So everything now gets dodge and parry.
And that's got to do 3 power, isn't it?
3 power.
So that's going to be quite important because there's going to be some shooting coming at you, of course. There may well be some combat as well.
And then my mage has moved up. Ta-da! And she will try to heal the
Forest Shambler.
Forest Shambler.
Okay, so 6 required.
6 required.
Still doesn't get it. Oh. Not used to this. Used to Kings of War with elves and nature healing everything, but not today. I'm going to activate this Spectre first, one on the floor. Stand up. I took the fatigue off before, so that will now be a clear shot onto that elf. I'm going to throw a power at this as well. I really would like to delete an elf. So that'll be 4 dice now, hitting on 5s. That's a bit better. So 3.
You can re-roll the 8.
Yes, so you're making me to do that because of the dodge he's now got. So re-rolling the 8. Oh, very good. So just 2 at piercing 1. So
Archer has armor 5, so I need a 6. It was 2 hits, wasn't it?
2 hits, yeah.
I need 2 6s.
You got 1, so it takes a wound, right?
Yep.
Because they have 2 wounds, they are warriors, and everyone's a warrior, aren't they?
Yes. I don't have wounds.
I've paid a power to an extra activation, and I'm going to use my Butcher Flesh Ripper here, the one with the tree stick arms, and he's going to charge against the Elf Prince. Now, I can only avoid impassable terrain or my own models, so I can. So I can get round him and then run straight across there into him. So, this will be a fight. I get 3 dice base, an extra 1 for charging. I might put an extra 1 in there. I'm gonna put an extra 1 in there. 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Hitting on 4s. Crushing 2. Now you've got this dodge, of course, so you make me re-roll 1 of them. I guess it's the 8, is it?
I will make you roll the 8. Yes.
Yep. Just 2, but crushing 2 as well.
So I'm armour 4. So it's just checking. So I need 6s.
Ooh, 2 wounds. He's got 3, I presume.
He has 4 wounds.
Right.
But I'm going to pay a power, and I'm going to take that wound, instead of on the Prince, I'm going to take it on the Shambler.
Is this an ability of his, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he just takes 1 wound then.
And he takes 1, yes.
Yeah. Are you retaliating?
Is there anything special about the Flesh Ripper if I do retaliate?
No, nothing special. He's just got decent armour and decent nerve.
I think I will retaliate.
Okay. Activate that. You're retaliating to fatigue you.
4 dice on 3s.
3 at the moment with an 8. 4.
And he has Crush 1.
So I have an armour of 4, so it goes to 5s. Oh, what?
It's time to retire those dice.
That's terrible. Okay, he has 4 wounds. Well, now he's down to 0 wounds. I have a nerve of 3+. Okay. Thankfully, he's not actually dead, but I think he might be in a minute with all those elves around him. This is going to work out as being a mistake. Kev's going to activate his elf and shoot the one here that was on the floor. We forgot to put his wound marker down before, so he's obviously wounded if he's been on the floor.
2 dice on 4s. 1 hit.
Yep, it's actually on 5s.
Sorry, yes. Stealthy.
So I have an armour of 6. Oh, didn't take the armour, so he is potentially dead. It's a 3+ my nerve to see if he is down but not out. He is down but not out again. I am going to spend 2 power to do a group assault with 2 of the scarecrows here at the front and the Reaper behind. So the scarecrows, this one's going to be the leader. He's going to go over there. He's also going to go over there. He would have to go through the wood a little bit. And then this guy doesn't have to go through the wood, but will go up there. Oops, sorry, not looking, I'm going onto that elf. And so there'll be 2 charges and 1 that's a run, and then I'll have to fatigue to fight. So I'll mark all those up now, just so we keep it. There's the fatigue for that. Oh, sorry. There's the fatigue for that fight that we'll do in a second. So let's do the combat against the Shambler first, yeah, struggling with that name.
The Guardian Shambler.
Guardian Shambler. So that's 2 scarecrows who have mob assault. They only have 1 dice and they fight on 6s. So the one that charged gets an extra dice for charging, and they get an extra dice for a friend. So I'll be rolling 3 dice on 6+. They also have mob assault, so there's 2 models with mob assault, so they'll count as crushing 2, which might be quite useful against this creature if I can get the hits. 6s. 2 hits.
So can you, oh yeah, that's fine.
He's not an elf.
He's not an elf.
Yeah. So crushing 2. Armour was 3, was
3,
it? So 5s. Oh, it really did help. So it takes him from 2 wounds up to 4 wounds now. But he can retaliate before the other one gets to fight.
And I think that's sensible. Where's my wound gone?
Yeah, I've moved it here.
4 wounds. So I will retaliate.
He's got 6 wounds, you said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, if he kills this one, then the other one, when he gets to fight, won't have as much crushing strength.
So I get 3 dice for his base, and then I have a spearman within 2 inches.
Yeah. No, that spearman's facing the other direction. Oh no, he isn't. Which way is he facing?
He's facing that way.
Yes, because he shot his bow, didn't he?
Yeah. And he hits on 5s.
2.
2 hits.
Crushing
2.
Well, I've only got armour 6 anyway, so that'll be 2 dice and 8s. Neither of those, so that is a dead scarecrow. We'll take him off because he is a grunt. So therefore, the other one who gets to fight back only actually gets 1 dice now. It's a bit disappointing because he didn't charge. He doesn't have a friend. He only gets crushing 1 as well. So does he get to hit? He doesn't even hit. You can, of course, retaliate against that though, if you wish to. That would activate you now. You were fatigued before.
Well, I'm not sure he's going to get to do anything else, is he?
No, I don't think you are. You probably might as well smash him, won't you?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah. So again, 4 dice on 5s.
Ooh, 1 at the minute. 2. Here he is, magic 8s. Magic 8s, here they come. Oh, one of them. Oh, he couldn't get much closer. But it's enough to kill Poxy Little Grunt. Bye-bye. Combat that group is the Reaper against the Elf, just a normal Elf. So the Reaper is a bit better. He gets 3 dice base, next one for charging. Hits on 5s with crushing strength 1. Oh, for God's sake, Andy. Look at that. Right, these blue dice, honestly, they're going to need a reboot.
So I might as well retaliate, because I'm not sure the Archer's going to...
Not going to do a lot else, I guess, is he? He's still in combat, so...
So he would get 1...
Oh, did you want to maybe re-roll one of those for the dodge ability that you have?
Let me think.
That would be a no, I think Kev was doing the universal sign for no
6.
chance.
He fights on 6s. Yeah, go on.
Okay.
So +1 for the spear. 1 hit.
I have an armour of 5. Oh, I take a wound. Kev has joined the fight. The Sea Guard has joined his elfie mate, coming to attack the wounded Reaper. So he'll get 1 dice for charging. He'll one dice base or 2?
2 dice base.
2, 1 for charging, and now 1 for friend.
1 for friend. So...
Although that friend is fatigued, so no.
You are right. That's
Yeah.
the rule.
As soon as we played about 5 games before we realised that rule. Oh, that doesn't look like the hits.
I think that's 1 hit.
Oh, we're just going to check because these are on the extra downloadable rules, the Sea Guard. So we keep having to look those up, and dun dun dun, yes, right, some 4s. So 1 hit. I have to save a hit on my armour of 5+. Yes. And the best bit about this is I can now retaliate. So I will retaliate 3 dice on 5s against the Sea Guard. Oh, a bit lively, but it was 3.
Ooh, so you can reroll 1 of those.
Well, I'll re-roll whichever. Yep, okay, so 2.
His armour is... I think his armour is 5.
And I am crushing 1. His armour is 5, I'm crushing 1.
So I need
6s.
No.
Ooh, that's probably going to do for him because he's got 2 wounds, but his nerve is 5+. Oh, he's a defender. Oh, that just means he can brace for short action, isn't it?
Is he? I didn't see that.
Yeah, defender just means he can brace for short action.
5+, you said?
Yep. Oh!
He's inspired.
Oh, go on then. Go on.
Nightstalkers don't have inspiring.
Ah, just enough. So it's inspired from the prince that's over there. So that saves him from being dead, but he's on the floor.
He's there.
I'm going to activate one of my spectres, the wounded one. Mr. Lord Fauntleroy there. Little Lord Fauntleroy. He's going to clear shot onto the Guardian Shambler, who's now on 4 wounds. Got piercing 1. It's still a bit of a tall order, but could do it. An extra dice for the clear shot, so that gives me 3 dice on 5s. Just 1, but it'll be armour 4 now with a piercing 1. Get 6, that's fine.
On the ground.
Kev's activating his prince to try and dispatch my Butcher Flesh Ripper, unfortunately.
So 4 dice hitting on 2s.
Yeah, +1. Because I'm on the floor, so there's an 8 there as well.
And they're crushed 2 as you're on the floor.
Yep, so 5 dice. I have got armour 4 normally, so it goes to 6s. Yep, he is gone. So that was unfortunate. I've moved forward this Spectre, who's now going to clear shot onto the Guardian Shambler. So 3 dice here, hitting on 5s. None. Okay, he's activating his elf there. He was fatigued as he retaliated, but he's now activating and fighting me, I presume.
So I'll fight you. I don't get a bonus.
Oh, you whiffed. I cannot retaliate. I am already activated and fatigued.
So he loses his fatigue.
And then I'll go back to this next Spectre. Will also now clear shot onto the Guardian. Just trying against hope. Try and put this guy down. So another clear shot. 3 dice again. 5s. Oh, a bit better. Just 2. Oh, hang on. Oh no, he doesn't have dodge, does he? Because he's a... What's it?
So 4s.
Oh, another wound. So at the end of round 2, I used my last power to take off the fatigue off of this Reaper, so you can potentially retaliate more. I moved some models up there to threaten for the dragon's egg, and that's the situation. When do we roll for the dragon?
We roll at the start of the turn.
Right, so you've already picked up the egg.
No, I couldn't pick up the egg.
Ah, right, so you're standing next to the egg and another elf there. So everyone's ready. As we go into round 3, Santa is keeping an eye on the rounds there. Round 3. So let's do some power. I have now dropped my white dice because my butcher completely and utterly fluffed the flesh ripper. So I've just got a blue and the reds. Can re-roll 1 still. So not bad. 5. Take that.
So I still have all my dice.
5 as well.
I'm going to re-roll that.
5 each. So Kev has picked up the egg and then retired with that elf. And so the dragon didn't come down because we did it at the beginning of the round. Kev has then spent 3 of his 5 power to activate his dodge and parry ability for preternatural, whatever it is, awareness. What am I going to do now? I am going to group shoot with these 2 onto the exposed forest Shambhala. So that cost me 2 power to do that. You can do it with 3 models, but I only have 2 there, so they can make a walk action first, but I don't think they really want to. They're close enough. So the wounded one first. If he kills him, the other guy can potentially shoot somebody else. But clear shot, so 3 dice, hitting on 5s. 1 hit with piercing 1. Saves it.
Saved it.
Second one. 2 shots, 2 hits I should say, sorry. 1 gets through, that's his last wound.
So I need to take a nerve
stays
check.
down, but
Nerve
is 5. He's okay,
safe.
he would have been
Now,
inspired as well.
He also has steady. So does that means he gets to make a 5+ to avoid being knocked down?
We'll double check that, come back. Yep. So just double check the rule. The steady rule means on a 5+, he is not even knocked down. But he is knocked down. An extra activation to activate this Reaper, who's going to attack the elf Sea Guard, who's on the floor. So I get 3 base, hitting on 5s normally, but it goes to 4s because he's on the floor. 3 at the minute with an 8. You make me re-roll that. Okay, so you parried the 8 and I rolled the 1 anyway, so that was a miss. So 2. Counts as crushing 1 normally, but crushing 2 because you are on the floor, so it counts as being in the rear. You have an armour of 5, so you need a 7. Yeah.
And it's 2 hits.
2 hits. Failed them both, so I'm afraid he is dead.
Yeah.
So Sea Guards are 22 points, so it's a decent chunk. And I am activated. Kevin's going to force fatigue onto the elf with the egg. Takes an inch to get out of the terrain and then reverses another 5 inches. I'm going to activate this Spectre, who's going to clear shot onto the struggling Shambler. So 3 dice in on 5s. Bit lively that one. So just 1 8 and the 8 2 hits, piercing 1. Actually piercing 2.
Piercing 2,
in
so
the rear now.
3s, 4s, 5s.
It's got another wound on him, but he's not an auto kill for shooting like he would be in combat. So it's a nerve test at -0. Nerve is 5. He survives it. Kevin is charging with his elf princeling into combat with my Reaper.
What's your Reaper's armour?
His armour's 5. 2 wounds.
I've done it now.
4 dice, extra 1 for friend, extra 1 for charging. 6 dice, hitting on 4s, isn't it?
Hitting on 3s.
3s! Oh! This is going to sting. 2 misses. Well, that's probably more than I could have expected.
4 hits and crush 1.
Crush 1. I have an armour of 5. This might be the end for my Reaper. Saves 2, interestingly, so it takes you to 0 wounds. In fact, it takes you to -1 wound, because you've already got a wound. A nerve of 3, so I have to make a nerve test of 4+. Oh, so he's down but not out. I've flown my Banshee, or Santa, as he's otherwise known. Hey Santa, how you doing? Into combat with the Elf Princeling. I would like to destroy him. Destroy him.
Is there anything more scary than Santa with a bag of...
Santa with a bag of anger. So, because he's flown, he obviously can fly over the terrain, so it counts as a clear charge. Gives me an extra dice for that. I don't have the bonus for a friend, but I throw an extra power in to give myself an extra dice. So I've now got 5 dice, hitting on 4s. Let's see if we can do this. Pretty good. Do you want me to re-roll the 8?
I would like you to re-roll the 8.
Yes, I thought you might. So it's still 3. No crushing, unfortunately.
So I'm on 4. Did he pick up a wound at the start of the game?
If he did, you healed it. Oh, yes, he did, and then you passed another one onto the thingy.
I thought did he pick up 2 and I passed 1 on?
You did. You passed one onto the shambler.
Yeah.
You may have a wound somewhere hanging around. I don't think you healed it off, did you?
No, I don't think so.
So
4 hits.
3, wasn't it? Kev distracted me. We can't even remember.
3.
I think it's 3.
3. So saving on 4s.
Oh, look at that! You're rolling like me there, Kev. Oh dear, that's the face of a man who's not happy.
Oh, that's
This is the face of a man who is happy.
You see, that's my prince doing his thing.
This is what he does in every game.
This is what he does in every game, yeah.
So how many wounds? He's got 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that would take him to 0.
So nerve check.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh! He inspires himself though, right? What's his nerve? It's got to be 4, isn't it? It's got to be 4.
Got to be 4, surely.
I think the old Nightstalkers should have like a -1 nerve bubble, shouldn't they?
His nerve is 4.
Saves it by the skin of his teeth. Ow, 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 ow. That stung for you, didn't it? Well, I'm happy with that. What are you going to do, Kev? Tell me what you just told me a minute ago.
Well, if you look at her eyes, it's all in her eyes. There's going to be lightning bolts coming out of them.
Yeah, it's going to lightning bolt me in the face, which is isn't it? So
lightning bolt Santa in the face.
Lightning bolt Santa. So lightning bolt with the Banshee. The Banshee is stealthy. So,
do I shoot on 4s? I'm pretty sure. Range 4. It's 3 dice and it's...
Piercing 1.
And marksman.
And marksman, rerolling 1s.
I can't boost it, can I?
You can, but you don't want to there because it does a little area effect.
All right, okay. Yeah,
Hit everybody.
Thank you for pointing that out. So, 4s.
Looking pretty good at the minute. There's 5 actually.
5,
so 2 at the minute. 2.
2.
Piercing 1. I have an armour of 3. I'm going to just take 2 of these. Saves them both.
Ah!
Last power to force fatigue on my Banshee onto the little princeling. Just try and kill him. So I get 3 dice plus 1 to hit. So I am 4s normally, so 3s. Oh, that's not so good.
I'll even parry the 6.
Can you parry it on the floor?
Apparently. Well, check it. But...
Well, let's roll it. Let's see. Oh, just. So piercing 1 counts as, because you're on the floor. You throw any last power into this? Kev's last power.
No!
Oh no! This prince can't save for rubbish, can he? Bye, prince.
The young impetuous prince dies again.
That's the same. That's what happened to him since he changed his name from prince to just a symbol. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Kev's going to activate the archer and try and kill my reaper, who is on the floor. So plus 1 to hit.
So plus 1 to hit. So I'm 6s normally, 5s.
Ooh, get you. Plus 1 crushing as well. So I am armour 5, which isn't the best, is it? 6s. Okay. No! It's got rid of my reaper. My last, not my last reaper, but my reaper there has gone. You can now consolidate. Consolidated with the elf, and now a clear shot onto my Banshee. I'm stealthy though, so gets an extra dice, so 3 dice.
So 4s go to 5s.
Yep, 5. 1 hit, I am armour 3. It's very good armour on the Banshee. Yeah. Santa's got Kevlar on under his red robes. I've just stood up this little spectre who's hiding out down here. He's too far away to do anything too exciting. I have no power left, so he's just going to try and do something in the future turns. Kev is deciding what to do with his elf on the shelf up there. There he is. Elf on the shelf.
He's going to run around the back of here.
Cowardly! Run away, elf! I can't even see him. He's behind a building. Just moved a scarecrow there to support Santi. Activated this elf archer who's going to shoot which one?
This one.
This one here. Okay, so just normal 2 dice. Ooh, 1 hit with an 8. 1 hit. Armour is 6 on these little guys. Oh, yep. So stealthy, obviously still hit on an 8 anyway. Saves. I've just moved my last Reaper over here, just to be ready for next round because I've got initiative, and Kev stood up as the very last action with his Guardian Shambler. So at the end of round 3, this is how this is what the situation is. I've got all my Spectres left, 1 Scarecrow, 1 Reaper, and my Banshee who's fatigued up there. Kev's got a very damaged Guardian Shambler, Forest Shambler, whatever they're called.
Guardian Shambler.
A few guys here, but what he does have is the egg hiding out over the back there behind the building. So he will win if he's still got the egg at the end of the game. So I will have to do something about that, but I don't think I can do anything about it just at the minute. So Kev's down to 4 red now because he's lost his blue for his leader. Do you have any command? You don't, do you? So just 3 power.
3 is exactly what I need.
This is perfect, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to keep that. 6, that's what I get. We're going to do a group shoot again with these two. First one is going to go onto the new standing clear shot on the Guardian. I'm going to throw an extra power into that, try and boost it. Really want to put him down. So 4 dice in on 5s. 2 8s. This is where my blue dice finally come back. Another 8, and that was a miss. So 2 4 5. He couldn't use. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, Kev hasn't used his power yet to do his ability that he wants to do. So 5 at piercing 1.
So 4s.
2 get through. So is it a nerve test at -1? He's not inspired anymore.
5 6. Oh!
So is he gone?
He's gone.
Fine. I don't think I've ever killed one of these things in Kings of War or anything. Right, I'm pleased about that. So it leaves me 1 guy left actually. So the other guy will shoot at the elf there. It's a clear shot again. It's not in the rear. I am just about in line with his front. So 3 dice clear shot. I'll just take the normal shot and it's not going to boost it anymore. 3 dice on 5s. 2 with an 8. 2. Yep. And
5 6s.
Oh, that's not good for him. So that would take him down to 0 wounds.
So he needs to take a nerve check.
His nerve's pretty good though, isn't it?
5. Nope.
Oh, he's gone as well. And no inspiring. Oh, it looks a bit weak now, doesn't it? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Kev is feeling the pain now, I think. Right. That's cleared out that centre quite a lot. I think I'm tempted to play an extra activation.
I would if I were you.
If I'm honest. And I'm going to charge with my Reaper.
Okay.
Into the elf. It's just enough to not give to make me go over the difficult terrain there. So I get the free attack, but not the +1 dice. Here is the fight. I am going to boost it with 1 power. So I am hitting on 5s. These last 3 attacks have been made up for all the earlier ones. So 2 8s in there. And another 8. Thank you, blue dice, for coming back to me. 4 hits. Crushing 1. Her armour's only 6.
So 7s.
Have you any power at it, or? She's got 3 wounds. I'm just going to throw 1 power at it. So you've got 5 dice.
I need to borrow some of your 8s.
Oh, you got 2. So that takes it to 0 wound. Oh no, it takes it to 1 wound.
Yeah.
Takes it to 1 wound. So it was worth doing potentially. So 1 wound left.
No, I'm not.
She's still pretty damaged though, which is nice from my point of view. Is she going to retaliate?
No.
What are you doing, Kev?
So my mage is going to try and break away.
From the combat, she doesn't want to carry on with that combat.
She's not impressed with the combat.
Right. So, and one unmodified save is normal, but you are going to
throw power at it, which we think 2 dice. You can do because it's an armor save.
Yeah.
So 2 dice, and I'm looking for 1 6+.
Gets it. Kev broke away and has run all the way around the wood, and then he's going to cast heal onto this elf here. See if he can get his heal to work finally. Clear shot. Yes, manages to get it, so takes the wound off that elf. Got extra dice for a clear shot. That's why he's rolling 4. Are you doing anything else, or is it my go?
That's your go.
I'm going to activate this Spectre to shoot that said elf. See if I can do that. So it's just going to be 2 dice because he's behind the barrels, hitting on 5s. Nope, missed completely, and then I'll move a little bit in a second. Kevin's going to shoot with his elf now as a clear shot onto my Spectre, who is stealthy. So normally he hits on 4s, 5s.
5s.
3 dice, obviously. One hit. I have an armour of 5. No, takes a wound. Kev then retired with his elf to behind the wood, but I have then moved up this Spectre, run, and then fatigued to get a clear shot onto the elf as he's 40 with hiding, and I will give 3 dice on 5s. Just the 1, piercing 1 though. What's their armour? 5,
5 I think. 6 I think for the...
So that's a wound.
Armour's 5, yeah.
Yeah, so with the piercing it's still wound.
So I'm glad I hit him.
Kev is fatiguing that same elf to use his last power, forcing fatigue, to shoot back a clear shot onto my Spectre, who is stealthy. So 3 dice now on 5s. No. Oh! I have just run my Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and then fatigued him to walk into engagement with the egg-carrying elf, who we haven't yet rolled for the dragon.
We should have done,
Let's roll for the dragon. Does the dragon turn up?
6+.
I might not do that. Let's see what the dragon does.
So I need to take an armor save at piercing 3, so 5s goes to 8s. So the elf has a wound on him. Pesky dragon.
And he's knocked down.
And he's knocked down.
Oh. So I'll still do what I did, because there's some sense in that, of course. But of course, unfortunately, I'm not able to attack you, which is irritating. Just coming back a step, because the elf with the egg was knocked down, actually I'll just move up with that guy and won't fatigue him so that he's potentially available to charge next round. So at the end of turn 4, this is what it looks like. I've got a lot more models down in better positions. Kev is very much hiding out in the corner, but he possesses the egg. His last action for the round was just to pick up the egg with the other elf over the back there. Is the dragon going to get him at the start of round 5? Let's see.
Do I have to roll?
Yeah, go on. It's more painful if you get your own.
Hiding behind the house.
Not knocked down by the dragon. The dragon has gone elsewhere. So let's see what the power situation is like. I've got the initiative this round. That could be important. Kev, you've just got 4 red,
4 dice,
but no command model.
3 again.
I've still got my blue one for my Banshee and 1 command model. I'm going to re-roll the blue. Yeah, this gives me 4 power. 4 versus 3. I get to go first. What am I going to do? First activation is I want to take out the wizard. So I'm going to fly this one. Go on, Santa. The Banshee charging in there. So I get 3 base, an extra 1 for charging. I'm going to throw a power into that, of course, to give me 5 dice, hitting on 4s. 3 at the minute with an 8. Kev hasn't had the opportunity to cast his preternatural, whatever it is, yet. So that's 4. No crushing, but armour is 6 on this.
Yeah.
No power. Ooh, gone through.
So a -3 and those 4, so I need a 7. No.
She is gone, and there's no inspiring left, so she's gone. I will consolidate with Santa in just a second. I've realised I've thrown the game away. Santa should have flown over here, fatigued, to fight the elf, which would have knocked it down, of course. Probably would have killed it. But then it dropped the egg. I wouldn't necessarily have been able, I wouldn't be able to pick the egg up. So then it would have been left to stay off Marshmallow Man or the other elf to fight over the egg. Anyway, I've killed an elf mage. I'm happy. It's Christmas. Spend a power to pay an extra activation to charge with Stay Puft Marshmallow Man against the wounded elf. It's madness, but we're going to do it. So I get 2 dice, 1 extra for charging in, and I'm going to throw a power at it to give me another extra one. So I am rolling 3 dice, but I do need 6s, which is pretty rubbish, and no crushing, of course. Managed a good roll though. 2 with the 8. 2. What's the armour on an elf spearman though?
5.
Right. 2 hits. I've got mob assault.
Doesn't do anything if there's only one of you.
No, that's rubbish.
It's not a mob.
It's a mob of 1.
It's not a mob.
Mob of 1. What are you doing, Kev? You going to throw some power in this? 2 wounds to save. He's already wounded as well, this guy. He's only got 1 wound.
Yeah, go on then.
Going to throw a power into it. And 3 dice. Need 6s or 5s?
5s.
5s. Takes a wound, he's down. Is he out? That's the question. That nerve's going to be right, I think.
It's fine.
He's going down but not out. Kev activated and stood up his elf so that he wasn't squashed by the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
How embarrassing would that be?
Very, very. I'm then going to activate this guy who's going to clear shot the elf archer. Trying to finally kill him. He's shooting this guy all day. That's what I've been going for, isn't it? So clear shot though, 3 dice, hitting on 5s. Just 1. Piercing 1 no?
I will use a point of power.
Yeah. Saves it?
Saves it.
I had a short action left which has annoyed Kev because I have moved now behind this barricade. Kev activates the elf. He was fatigued, so I'm going to do one thing and he's going to shoot at the Spectre, which is shooting him. I'm stealthy, so it gets -1 to hit.
So 5s. 1 hit.
1 hit. I have an armour of 6, which is disappointing, and I'm already wounded. I take another wound, so I will be potentially dead. My nerve is 3. Oh! Just made it, so I'm down but not out. For the 3rd time in the game, actually, for this one. Just moved the Spectre out of the wood. He's going to shoot at the elf just there. It's not a clear shot, of course, so just 2 on 5s. Nope, nothing. Just moved up and then fatigued this Spectre. Try and get myself in a position to potentially shoot the egg-carrying one round the back there. And Kevin's now going to force fatigue to do something. What's he going to do?
I'm going to hit Mr. Stay Puft.
What? What? Okay. Do you get the bonus for the spear? Is he close enough?
Oh,
2 inches, I think.
Because I corrected his...
You moved him a little bit back. I think it's probably just...
He's out.
Out, right. Ooh. 2 dice
Mistake.
Oh, a bit lively. One's on the floor. Oh, no! Mr. Stay Puft will retaliate.
Oh, no!
His 1 dice. Come on. It's a 6+. Mob assault on his own.
The mob.
Ah, no. I just moved up another Spectre, just chasing into that corner, trying to track down the last elf. And then I ran with my Reaper around the wood and into engagement, which was not a charge. And then I had to fatigue to fight you. So, I get 3 dice as a Reaper. That's it, so just standard. Hits on 5s. 3 with an 8. 4. Finally, this elf might be dead. 5 with crushing 1. Armour was 6, wasn't it?
6 7s. No problem.
Save 1. Save 1, so he is on -3. No, -4. Yeah, -3. Just
so
1 wound already.
-3, so 5, 6, 7, 8. No.
Finally killed him. And then at the end of the round, I had 1 power left, which I took off of the furthest forward Spectre to give me the option potentially to shoot someone later on. That is the end of round 5. Is there going to be a round 6? This is what it all depends on. Kev, would you do the honours? So it's a 6+. There will be another round. If there isn't, Kev will win because he still has the egg in his possession. Oh, it's a victory for Kev! Yay! He's happy about that.
The hollowest
with his two measly elves running scared from the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Alright, let's come back and chat about it. So, Merry Christmas everyone. That was fun, wasn't it?
It was really good fun. Yeah.
Santa didn't quite manage to get hold of his Christmas Fabergé egg.
The evil Santa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The
don't bring your judgments on this. Honestly, those toys where I found them.
That's right, Nightstalkers.
They were already animated. Batteries were included. But yeah, it was good fun. I've not played that one. It was good actually. I mean, you got up there early, but I had quite a lot of speed, so I could actually move my models to contest stuff by shooting you with my Spectres, who did really well actually. They were taking down your Shambler. Took a few rounds, but the clear shots counted in the end, and some very poor armour rolls.
L3 paper armour.
Yeah. I mean, my dice were pretty rubbish at the start, but they certainly came good at the end, didn't they? I mean, there was a couple of attacks against your Princeling and
well, it was my dice that let my Prince down, wasn't it? He fluffed all his armour saves.
Yeah. But I think so. Kev did very well. When I read this mission, I thought, oh yeah, you've got to get back to your own area. But actually, no, you just kept the egg and stuck out. And even though a dragon attacked you, you had another model there, which is the key thing.
Yeah.
To pick it up.
Yeah. So I've played this scenario twice, and both with elves, and it's gone very similar. So in both of them, I managed to get hold of the egg and run off, and the princes died very quickly.
It's not a
Seems to
campaign,
be
it's
the
fine.
theme of the night. Yeah.
I made a mistake. Obviously, I got carried away and took out the elf mage. If I hadn't done that, I would almost certainly have have been able to get in and fatigue to fight your egg carrying spearman. But actually, it may not have made a difference because we were working it out that probably the egg would have fallen on the ground. I wouldn't have been able to pick it up. Your other elf would probably have picked it up, or it would have come down to probably a draw. We were thinking, wouldn't it?
Yeah, my other elf wouldn't have been able to pick it up because you would
in combat.
Because even breaking away, because you can only pick it up if no one else is in contact with it.
But it wouldn't have been, would there? Because you could have put it down.
I think your Banshee would then have consolidated into contact wherever I put it.
That's true.
Yeah. So I think a draw was probably a draw was on the cards.
Till I threw it away.
Till you threw it away. Yeah, but very good. And
I just wanted to kill an elf mage. I'm sorry, it doesn't make me a bad person. I genuinely just wanted to kill an elf mage. I've done it. And a prince. And a shambler. But my Christmas has been made.
You're pretty much everything.
Yeah,
but it is very good that you can get a scenario that kind of seemingly is that one-sided, but yet it's still exciting right to the end and still goes down to the wire.
And if we'd have had that round 6, I would have had you, I think, because I had 2 Spectres who could have shot.
Yeah, I was praying for 8 at that point.
Yeah, and I had obviously my little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, who wouldn't have done much, but he was in combat with one of them, so that would have locked him down to a degree. And obviously my Banshee would have been able to get in as well. So I'd have been fairly comfortable that the egg at least would have been on the floor, even if it wasn't in my greasy hands.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're very right.
Oh, and of course, yes, because Warband morale would have come into it as well at that point, because Kev's Warband was broken by then, so if he'd have failed with his egg-carrying elf, he'd have run towards me, of all things.
We would, yeah. I brought the egg to you. Yeah, take it. Just take it. Let us go.
So anyway, we've had a nice little Christmas game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah,
it's been very good.
And I really enjoyed bringing out some models I haven't used for probably 15 years.
Why not?
And I think I remembered them all right as well. I think I remembered all the stats right.
Yeah.
It's the first time I played Nightstalkers actually. They're quite interesting because they don't have any inspiring at all, but they've got fantastic nerve, which you saw with one of my Spectres who got knocked down 3 times, just got up again each time.
Yeah, when they get into that kind of sniping battle with other shooters, then they are gonna kind of sticking out for a long time, aren't they, when they're nerve? Because you can't kill them off when they're down.
Yeah, and obviously if their nerve is that good, you don't have to worry about them having an inspiring person around anyway, because there isn't any, but also you can then be a bit freer than you might in other armies and just send them off on the Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, you had all the advantages, really.
Still, doesn't mean a lot, does it? So anyway, thank you very much everyone for watching. Have a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. If not, have a nice winter holiday if you're in a country that allows you to have a little break at this time. And we've enjoyed our little Christmas game, and I'm sure we'll be bringing you more Way of Fire action in 2019.
Yeah.
So thanks very much everyone.
See ya.
Take care. Bye.